Good evening, football fans. And for the final time of the 2025/2026 season, 3 and Out is live and ready to roll here on a beautiful Sunday evening, Super Bowl Sunday. And ladies and gentlemen, the night belongs to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of this year. How about that? This was an amazing season for those guys, and man, I'm telling you, I really did believe that New England had some of that New England magic, but I was wrong, because boy, the magic had ran out, and those Seattle Seahawks were incredible. What a freaking year to those guys. Can they get a hand clap? My gosh. The most dominant defense in the entire NFL, and that is going to put a stamp on the season. What a year, guys. I mean, from start to finish, this thing was a blowout. I mean, well, not really a blowout, but from start to finish, it was in the bag. Seattle had zero problems with that offense, and that offense had zero answers for that defense. My goodness, what a year, though. I'll tell you, and congratulations again to Sam Darnold, man. This guy, the first USC quarterback, and my gosh, I can't even remember when, to actually be this successful and be able to hoist that Lombardi. What an amazing year it was, and what a solid game. I mean, you gotta give them love, right? Love them or hate them. The Seattle Seahawks, these guys played well, and they did everything they could to secure that championship tonight. They did just that. So we're going to be talking about that about the next half an hour, getting all in to this Super Bowl, giving you a good recap, and of course, ending off the season with a nice tribute to all the champions from this year, all the way from the high school level, junior college, all throughout the NCAA, the NAIA, and of course, in the NFL. Let's end it off right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in live to the Season 10 finale of 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio. Good rugby for all, and that is sports.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Welcome back to our very special Season 10 finale here of 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. And, well, the man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway because I had to throw him in here. We're ready for the show. We were already warmed up earlier. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming my co-host one final time for this season. My co-host, IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer, host of the greatest volleyball show you will ever hear Monday evenings, Set Point here on IE Sports Radio. And, of course, our SoCal insider, ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Mr. Teran Teran Rodriguez. Good day to you, sir. Good evening.
Hey, Larry. Glad to be talking football with you one last time. It was a blast. That final game, it was rather intriguing, but let's jump on into it.
Dude, that was something. I wanted for me to be correct, but honestly, I'm kind of happy I wasn't, and we'll get into that. I already said it in the introduction, but again, we are live on YouTube, live on X, and of course, live on iesportsradio.com/3 and out. This has been fun, man. It's been a great year. Thank you to our boy, Mr. Glenn Rader down there. Again, we're going to be on for about a half an hour tonight, you guys. It's going to be a fun one, but jump in the chat room, show us some love. We had over 1,100 people with us in the last one. Let's see how many we can get this time. The pregame show was solid, so ready for that postgame show. But with that said, Teran, what a freaking game, man. Let's just jump into it. I know that's what the people want to hear, man. This has been a great season, but oh my gosh. Wow. The Seattle Seahawks, they are back on top of the football world, man. These guys win. Actually, they didn't win. They dominated Super Bowl 60, 29-13. And let's just be real, that score was generous because the majority of the game, it was no answer from New England. There's one touchdown that you can actually give them credit for. I mean, I don't know. The ending was kind of just garbage time, but their second Super Bowl championship in program history, and their first one since 2014 when they smacked the crap out of the Broncos, if you remember that game. So amazing, man. Just an amazing year for these guys, and what a solid season of NFL football. Man, this is going to be fun to talk about tonight. So with that said, Teran, just overall incredible game. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I do have a solid little recap that I was writing up, and I'll get to that momentarily, but I guess we'll say what a freaking night, man. Just wow. So, all right. The Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions once again behind a dominant defensive performance in a punishing ground game, a flawless special teams night. Seattle they dominated, man. They ran wire to wire. Seattle defeated the New England Patriots 29-13 in Super Bowl 60 at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. These guys captured their second Super Bowl title in franchise history, first one since 2014, as we already talked about. They controlled the game from the opening kick. While points were slow early, Jason Myers is automatic, man, drilling 5 field goals as Seattle steadily built a lead that just would never be matched. Kenneth Walker III, now the Super Bowl MVP, dude set the tone on the ground. He ran for 135 yards, keeping New England's defense on the field, and the Patriots' offense just completely out of rhythm. The game turned decisively in the fourth quarter. Sam Darnold found A.J. Barner for the game's first touchdown, and moments later, Seattle's defense delivered the knockout blow, man. Nwosu, that's right, baby. Pick 6. Good old freaking Nwosu from USC. I know you're sore. I know you mentioned that in our chat, man. Former Charger. But he was a USC Trojan, so you still got some love for him there. But yeah, Seattle's defense finished turnover free, man. These guys looked so freaking good. That was amazing. But anyway, so yeah, Nwosu intercepted Drake May, returned at 45 yards for a touchdown, sealing the win. New England showed a late fight behind May, slightly, who threw for 295 yards, but turnovers just proved too costly. And again, Seattle just, it was awesome, man. These guys finished turnover free while forcing 3 interceptions, and this was a difference that defined the entire night. So with the victory, the Seattle Seahawks add a second Lombardi trophy to their collection, ending a 12-year championship drought and reestablishes themselves as the tippy top of the NFL, man. So congratulations to these guys. Teran, I'm gonna shut up. We got some people in the chat here, man. Of course, big ups. Tired of the Seahawks. Oh boy, as a fan would say, salute to you, Mr. Marcus Lowe's great. Yeah, he's hating. It's okay though. I got a 64-ounce hit. So with that, Teran, let's go, man. Tell me all about it. Give me your thoughts on this game.
Well, for starters, I don't blame Marcus for hating on the Seahawks and saying that he's tired, because the Seahawks wound up winning the Super Bowl in the Niners' house. So, Yeah, I mean it's a little justified, but it is what it is. So okay, for the game itself, it just felt like the Patriots just couldn't get into a rhythm until late into the fourth quarter. It just felt like they were down not a lot on the scoreboard, but it felt like they were down more. Like going into the fourth quarter, they were down 12-0. It felt like they were down 21-0. And as resilient as the Patriots were, they got some momentum, but Drake May unfortunately turned the ball over, and that's sadly what happens. I just think that inexperience just kind of caught up with him. He's only in his second year, and honestly, I felt the pressure. Seattle's defense was just hungry to try to earn the win. And remember the Legion of Boom? They now have a new nickname, the Dark Side, which is just unbelievable if you ask me. Like they played out of their mind. They obviously had the pick six, the 2 interceptions, and then the fumble recovery that they had, which I think was the big turning point of the game. And that was what really won the game for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Darnold was obviously serviceable. He was okay. I mean, 50% completion percentage. It's obviously not bad. And he didn't turn the ball over. And he only got sacked once. And I'm glad he gave love to his offensive line. But the Seattle rushing game was huge. This was a big thing that I talked about. It's like, who is going to run the ball better? Seattle ran the ball so much better. Kenneth Walker was a man on a mission. And New England's rushing leader was Drake May, who had only 37 rushing yards. That's when you know New England's running attack was just ineffective. And they have two of the better running backs in Henderson and Stevenson. So obviously the defense was what wound up winning it for the Seahawks. And then their offense just needed to be steady, and they were. And then for the Patriots, it's a tough loss, but Drake May has so many years left in his career. Sam Darnold might have a couple of years left too. He's not even 30 yet. So the fact that Sam Darnold went from being on the Jets and then going to the Panthers, then the Niners, then the Vikings, and now he's a Super Bowl champion. He is the first the first USC quarterback to win a Super Bowl, let alone make the Super Bowl. And it was just unreal. I mean, he threw a touchdown pass. Uchenna Nwosu, like you mentioned, former USC guy, he scored a touchdown, which I thought was awesome. Even though it was a little bittersweet as a Chargers fan, but I'm happy he's flourishing with the Seahawks. But overall, it was just a masterclass performance from Seattle, and they just never let the Patriots get into a rhythm. So congratulations to the Seahawks. They are back on top of the NFL world. So I think it's incredible.
You know what, man? Hey, you said it best. Congratulations, man. These guys. It looked good. And you know what? Congratulations, man. These guys played well. Marcus says they said the same about Marino and never returned to Super Bowl. Hey, there you go. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, we'll see on if that is true or not. I mean, only time will tell.
Look at this one. Glenn Ritter says, is Darnold another Trent Dilfer? Oh, boy. Again, we're not there yet. But yeah, I mean, that's like at the end of the day, give him one. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Forever. No one will ever take this night away from him, man. And you know what? Again, as diehard SC fans, Teran, I'm happy for him. I really am. And I said that in the pre-show. I picked New England because, again, man, I picked against New England like almost every single time they won the freaking Super Bowl throughout the last 2 decades. And, well, only a few times did they actually freaking lose. So I was like, yeah, I've learned my lesson. Whenever the Patriots make the Super Bowl, I'm just going to pick them because, you've seen. But, again, obviously, silly me, no Belichick, really, no Brady. My wife brought that up earlier. So, really, I mean, both of these guys are monsters in that entire organization, and it is what it is. Not the same teams, just the same jersey, same name. But at the end of the day, man, it was a hell of a run. And I mean, the Patriots have nothing to hang their head on, man. These guys played well. People can say what they want to. Again, we talked about that earlier. Yes, they had the schedule. It wasn't the hardest schedule, but they played who they played. They played who was on the schedule, and that was it. And it's crazy. My buddies even said, the only game that truly lost was the opener to the Raiders, and which is crazy because the Raiders are, my team's a dumpster fire. But when it comes down to it, I mean, it's true. They probably should have beat the Steelers. You know what I mean? Like, this team was really good all year, and then they proved in the playoffs they were strong. It's just they weren't as good as the Seahawks. And it's funny because I even said that in the pre-show, that I thought the Seahawks were actually the better team, but it's just something about the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And they're wearing the white jerseys. I don't know. I don't hate to get into superstition there. I'm gonna say, man, this team historically, I went with it, but I drank the Kool-Aid. But at the end of the day, this was a great game, and the Seahawks, they earned it, man. And it was sweet. Just like the Chiefs won a couple years ago in the Raiders Stadium in Allegiant, the Seahawks get to hoist one in Santa Clarita in the Niners Stadium. So kind of crazy, but just what a game though, man. I mean, overall, just a solid performance from the Seahawks. These guys played super well throughout the entire night, and just the way to seal it, man. The way to play, like, every single snap. These guys played so damn good, and you can't hate on them. It's a strong football team, amazing coach. McDonald, obviously talking about right now, like, it was God's plan. He was going to go. It was crazy. I didn't even know that about him. He was going to corporate America. He was giving up on coaching, and look at this. So,
yep.
What a great year. What a great year for him. What an amazing thing, man. God is great. Just amazing. I love it. I'm so happy that these guys made quite a run this year, and that they're able to win this thing, man. So congratulations to them. What a year, and just wow. So I mean, how about this though? One thing I really want to talk about tonight was my gosh, man. I mean, New England, they were solid, but they're gonna even get anywhere near the bowl next year. Oh my gosh, please, offensive line. I mean, May was sacked like a historical amount of times throughout the playoffs. And guess what? He was freaking knocked silly in this freaking Super Bowl, man. I mean, they couldn't keep him off of him. I mean, how many? 7 times tonight. I mean, that's crazy, man. So yeah, I mean, they looked horrible up front.
Absolutely, yeah. It says 6 in the official box score, but it was 7. I think they're not counting the one when he fumbled. But yeah, the offensive line did not do Drake May any favors, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, what will they have? Who will they draft come the NFL draft? I mean, you got to go offensive line after that performance. Because the AFC is only going to get better, and the entire league is only going to get better. So I think the Patriots have got to go offensive line, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, maybe they'll surprise us all and pick like a wide receiver. But yeah, it just, and not having a good offensive line didn't really pave the way for a good rushing attack. Like I mentioned, their leading rusher was Drake May. Ramondre Stevenson only had 23 rushing yards, and Travion Henderson only had 19 rushing yards. And once the Patriots kept getting further and further behind, they had to abandon the run game just because it wasn't going to do them any good. So yeah, they needed to run the ball well, and they didn't, unfortunately. Seattle did the opposite, and the fact that Seattle was just kind of that complete team, it didn't really show it all that much, just because, remember, the NFC Championship, the defense kind of got, I wouldn't say exposed, but they kind of had a little blunder against the Rams. But that's a high-scoring team. Like, you can obviously afford to give up a few touchdowns here and there. You just have to fire back at them. And I think for Seattle, they have the offense and the defense. But to New England's credit, their defense held strong and steady through the 3 quarters. It's just that I felt that the offense just was not giving the Patriots any position to win. And even when the Patriots try to get momentum, Seattle was there to shut the door on them. And that's just what really good teams do. And Mike McDonald, in only his second year, he has this team as a Super Bowl champion. It's interesting to see how he got out of the shadow of John Harbaugh, and now he's doing it big with Seattle, which is just unreal. So I'm really interested to see what the Seahawks can do next year. I know that's looking too far down the line, but I'm interested to see what they could do next year. They'll have a first-place schedule. Patriots are going to have a first-place schedule. And another fascinating thing is that both these teams will be facing one another because of that 17th extra game. So
Yeah.
who knows where this matchup's going to be in terms of the first game of the 2026-27 NFL season.
And that's why we love this show, because we're here to cover it all, man. We're excited, ready for that schedule release too. I mean, it's going to be so much fun, man. We are just continuing on, and as we always do, we end one season and we're already ready for the next, man. So I don't know. This is just a crazy, crazy year. And you know, I mean, it was so wide open. You know, I mean, honestly, again, this year I thought to myself, okay, well, who could be going to the bowl? I said if the Bills don't get there this year, it wasn't going to happen. Same thing with the Lions. I said the Chargers had a really big chance to make it in. It's kind of crazy. These teams all were solid. I even said I went crazy enough earlier this year in 8 divisions in 8 days saying the Commanders actually have a real shot at it, but you can see how backwards they went, right? So it's crazy. I completely wrote off the Texans. You know what I mean? And look at how good they played. So again,
we all did. Don't worry.
Right? I mean, we love the game though, and that's why we're here. That's why we do the show. That's why we watch it. And we have all of you awesome fans out there tuning in. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you guys always, all season long for tuning in, man. This has been something else. So it's been a really, really crazy year. And tearing out the Patriots. That's crazy.
Someone must have missed the show earlier today.
Yeah, we know that's not true. Yeah, Teran never has the Raiders.
Mean, maybe with Clint Kubiak as their head coach, because Kubiak did lead the Seahawks offense to the Super Bowl. Maybe with Fernando Mendoza, even though a rookie quarterback has never won the Super Bowl, maybe they could at least get to some relevancy. They could only go up because obviously they finished with the worst record and they're getting the number 1 pick. So you never know, but it's a steep mountain to climb. That's for sure.
Oh, it is. And this is why it's exciting. Again, we love it. We do our thing. We have a lot of fun, and let's see what happens, man. I have, oh my gosh. You're good. We're just playing with the comments now. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So, hey, we appreciate you. We love you.
Thanks,
back.
Mo.
We appreciate you, Mo. So, hey, it's been a great year. And you know what, man? I just got to say, tip of the cap to these guys, the Seahawks. Again, this was such a wide open year. I mean, again, I would have never in a million years freaking picked the Seahawks or the Patriots to get this far at all. But that's why we play the game. You know, the Chiefs. Now we're looking at a team that could possibly be, we don't know, if Kelsey does call it a season. Oh, I mean, call it a career. Cool. Mahomes, what's going on? I know he's going to heal. He's going to be just fine. How long does Andy Reid have there? How long does Andy Reid have before he actually says, you know what, I think I'm good? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. You see it. You see all this stuff happening, and it continues to snowball, and we just get the next era and the next era. Are the Eagles going to emerge somewhere? I mean, are the Cowboys ever going to get it together? You know? I mean, it's just I know they're pretty good on, right? Yeah, probably not. But yeah, I just really, really, really need the I need more action. I love it, man. And oh my gosh, I appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
Well, let's have fun.
Appreciate
We're crazy.
It.
Thank you. I know it's 8:12 Pacific right now, and we're over here just doing a damn show. I mean, yeah, I don't have work tomorrow morning at all. I don't care. Just kidding. Of course I do.
Tomorrow should be a national holiday.
Tomorrow should be a national
holiday where
yes,
work is canceled, school is canceled the day after the Super Bowl. That needs to happen.
I am totally with you, and I love it. So, with that said, Teran, I got to bring something up really fast. Look, I don't really ever care too much about this thing. This is the time where I always say the guys usually leave the room and go to the bathroom and whatever, and the women crowd the TV halftime. But I do got to say something real quick. It's kind of funny. This was a very anticipated halftime, and even my own wife was like, it wasn't that great. Did you happen to see it?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
I mean, it was solid. I mean, some people have mixed feelings about it. I thought it was pretty decent.
Me too. I thought it was okay. She and other people on her Facebook and everything, she just wasn't, just okay.
I think Lady Gaga was a guest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was interesting, right? And I didn't even know who that was. And then my wife was like, "Oh, that's Lady Gaga." I was like, who? Like, yeah. Again, not my music, but it was just crazy.
Yeah, it's all
seeing
good.
that. Like,
Pop culture.
I was like, what?
My out of my woods.
But anyway, it was pretty crazy, man. Hey, whatever. It looked kind of cool because Man McKean, like, it looked like she said he was from Puerto Rico. So I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. Like, out there far, cutting some look like corn. I don't know. But anyway, I will say though, it was cool, solid, but hey, I guess I don't know. Some people said it didn't deliver. Cool, whatever. Your thoughts and opinions, let us know. But with that, man, it was a lot of fun though. Like I said, great season overall. And let's keep it a buck. There's no way in hell either of us had this or nobody else had the Super Bowl. This is what we love. We love that. I wouldn't say people would say there's no parity in the NFL. Whatever, man. Or it's rigged. Again, just because your team's not winning or, they somehow get a bad call or whatever, doesn't mean anything's rigged. But if people want to believe in script writing and all that nonsense, that's on you, whatever. But I will say I still believe in hopefully the game is straight. We'll see. But because what a great year, though, man. This was a really fun one. And again, I mean, as we get ready to close in a few minutes here, I mean, just what a solid performance by the Seahawks all year long. Will Kubiak take the Raiders somewhere they haven't been since the Tuck rule? I mean, we'll see. I don't know. But overall, was what a hell of a year for these guys. Patriots, I don't know. I mean, they do need to address the offensive line, but overall, this is one hell of a team that still has a strong chance if they can just correct a few things. I mean, honestly. So we don't know. That again, that's why we play the game, right? That's why we do it. And it's gonna be exciting moving forward into next season. So with that, man, just what a year. And I do want to let everybody know real quick, okay, coming up this year, we already have our schedule basically made, which is nice because we usually don't even have this coming on up. But I will tell you guys that we do have our special combine. Well, we have the combine show coming up. So this is the last time you're going to see us until March 7th. We've been going every single Saturday, every weekend since the second week of August, multiple times a week during bowl season. I mean, we turn it up, man. But we finally get a little break. Just a little break. And we are back for one Saturday, 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern, for our special NFL Combine show. Okay, it's the post-Combine show. Obviously, the Combine starts, first day on the field is Thursday, February 26th. We have defensive linemen and linebackers. Then we have the next day on Friday the 27th. At least this is what happened last year. So I'm just kind of going off of that. Nothing official yet from what I've seen. But after that, we have DBs and tight ends on Friday the 27th. Then we have quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs, of course, right? The scoring positions, if you will, for the most part, on Saturday, February 28th. And then Sunday, March 1st, we have the offensive line. And then, of course, the following weekend, on Saturday, March 7th, Teran and I will be back. We will be talking a full recap. And this is the cool part. This is why we skipped the Senior Bowl recap this year, because that's basically the Senior Bowl recap. We put the Senior Bowl performances in like the week of practice we talked about already, but the Senior Bowl performances and the Shrine Bowl performances all together with the Combine, and then we do the Combine show, the post-Combine show. So it's pretty fun. We can talk about what they did in the Senior Bowl, which already got played, last weekend, and then of course we get to talk all about the the Combine and how they looked in some people call it the Underwear Olympics, and we'll do that, and that's it. Teran and I will see you after that. We are going to be doing our mock draft show. Probably combined or not combined. I know because the schedule release is usually like right after the draft. So we're going to be doing our mock draft show for sure. And so we get to submit all of our mock drafts, and you guys get to tell us too. Pick your first rounds. We'll share it, have some fun, put it in our blog, all that good stuff. Mike will have some fun with that. We'll have Mike Pat, as he likes to call himself, the IE Sports Radio Mel Kiper, but with better hair. So we'll get into that coming up in April, on April 18th. So that'll be fun. And then obviously the draft, that's the Saturday before the draft. So the draft round 1 is coming up on Thursday, April 23rd. Teran and I are crazy, and we're going to be coming up the very next morning on Friday, April 24th at 6 in the morning before I go to work for our post first round show, recapping all of that, talking about how we did with our mock drafts, talking about who goes where and all that fun stuff. And after that, we will, the draft ends that weekend. And then Teran and I will see you the following weekend for or actually, no, we will see you that Sunday, right? After the draft is over. Teran and I will jump on for a little bit, and we'll be talking post NFL draft on Sunday, April 26th. And then that's it. Teran and I, we may or may not do some fun stuff for the UFL because, of course, don't forget, UFL is coming up. We got the first game coming on up, actually. And my gosh, when is that happening? I know they're all over the place, right? Our first game is actually coming up on Friday, March 27th. We have the Birmingham Stallions versus the brand new Louisville Kings, of course, coming up. So that's the first weekend of the UFL this year. So Teran and I may or may not do a couple shows for the UFL, have some fun with it, but we'll see. And then that's it. The next time you'll see at least this show will be in July. We already have 8 divisions in 8 days. Now that we know who the Super Bowl champions are, we will be starting with the NFC West on Monday, July 20th. And then we'll just go from there. We got the NFC to cover that week, and the following week we got the AFC. And then that's it. Teran and I will be back for our Season 11 premiere of 3 and Out. That's right. Season 11, man. Looking forward to it. That's coming up on that is August 8th, Saturday, August 8th, our usual time, 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll be recapping the Hall of Fame game. Obviously, it's the same exact day for the Hall of Fame class. And while we're on that, congratulations again to I don't even know if we even mentioned it, but congratulations to the class 2026 inductees. We have here first ballot, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and senior nominee Roger Craig. So I think those guys, Teran, deserve just a small round of applause, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Especially Brees.
Oh, yeah, especially Drew Brees, man. Record holder. I mean, it's the guy, amazing career. And Fitz, my gosh, if there was ever a better human being in the NFL, man, Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, just great people. That's a Walter Payton type guy. Just amazing person. So I love it, man. That's right. Another solid season in the books. Thank you, sir. Hopefully, I don't know, he's talking to us or to the NFL. Just get in. But regardless, 2 really solid seasons in the books. And that is going to do it, man. So, Teran, before we are out of here, we have a couple things to talk about. Just getting past our half an hour mark, but a couple things to talk about. Number one thing, right before the Super Bowl, right after we got off air, before the Super Bowl started, the news dropped, man. And guess what? Well, we already talked about it in the group chat, but from the FCS to the FBS, finally, North Dakota State is jumping up to the FBS. I mean, we thought it would never happen, but the Bison are on their way to the Mountain West. And that's it, man. So this is going to be pretty crazy seeing them there. The South Dakota State Jacks are expected to follow them, hopefully within the next season or 2. We shall see. Maybe even this year would be really cool to see that. So that was pretty awesome. Finally. And let's see, man. Let's hope that other teams do that too. I would love to see Mount Union in Division 2. I would love to, right? That'd be fun. In North Central. That'd be cool. I would love to see Ferris State go to the FCS. You know, I'm just saying, these are fun, right? We've already seen what schools like JMU can do when they move up, right? We've already seen these schools that bump up, you know? Sam Houston State wasn't afraid. You know, I love it. So I think it's really cool, man. These schools are doing that. They moved up. But really quick, as we always do our little all call at the end of the year, man, just to always throw this out there. There's something that we always do at the very end, a very last show of the season. We always do a little special recap for everybody really fast because, well, every single school deserves this, man. And it was, again, just a special year. And congratulations again to everybody for all of their stuff. So we'll start, of course, with high school, man. Where's our little clicker? Again, congratulations to Buford High School. I mean, what a year for these guys. Again, just, you know, hey, we had our thoughts and opinions on that whole thing, but Max Preps is in a tight spot. So the Max Preps high school champions, man, again, congratulations to the Buford. It's good old Buford, man. These guys got it done. Congratulations on an amazing year. as they reign as the Max Preps champions. So, again, it's unexpected, but boy, do these guys get it done. Had one hell of a year, and congratulations to them on winning this thing and getting it done. Hats off to all the players too who are committing and on their way up to the next level. Really cool to see that, and just overall, high school, man, was a lot of fun this year, and we'll be talking more about that. Hey, now it's really going into the draft, of course, but we'll see some more great high school football coming up this year. Looking forward to that good stuff. But yeah, so there we go. All right, so Buford, man, again, these guys got it done. Historic season. What a year for Georgia football, and they were able to pull it off, man. And I don't know. Again, like I said, we had our opinions, but at the end of the day, just the Patriots, they can play what they play, right? And they do what they do. So I can't even hate. They had a great year. Congratulations to those guys. And yeah, that was it. So, all right. And what were they again, Teran? I forgot they're the Wolves. They're the Wolves. So congratulations to the Wolves over there in Georgia. Next up, man, the 3C2A. Congratulations again to San Mateo. You go for two sometimes, Golden West, but it is what it is. San Mateo this year is ending an amazing season, getting another title under their belt, third in 4 years. Just amazing job to those guys in the 3C2A. Over in the NJCAA, man, Iowa Western getting the Blue Dragon off their back, knocking off good old Hutchinson. Great game this year. They lost them in the opener on the week 1, and they took them down in the championship. What a year for those guys there. NCAA Division III. You couldn't ask for a better Cinderella story this year, man. What a year for Wisconsin, River Falls. These guys knocked off North Central. Just what an amazing year for those guys. And another exclamation point put on there. Can't forget about, going back to the NJCAA, NJCAA Division III. The 5-peat was done. College of DuPage Chaparral's got it done. Can they go for a 6-peat next year, Teran? Or are they just going to bump up to single A in the NJCAA? I think so. I would hope that they do. Anyway, so, okay. Again, congrats to Wisconsin River Falls in Division III getting this done. In Division II, of course, we know Ferris State, like I said, bump up already. These guys are amazing. The Bulldogs got it done this year. Congratulations to them. In the NAIA, man, Teran called this one. He called this one from a long time ago in the season, man. The Grandview Vikings getting it done, knocking off Kaiser. Just that's going to be a fun rivalry again for years to come, maybe between those two schools. But NAIA football, great job there. And again, just Grandview doing what they do in the FCS, man. Oh my gosh, what a year this was as well. Montana State, just fairy tale ending here. I mean, what can you do? It was crazy to see one school like Wisconsin River Falls, right, to get there and get it done. But would lightning strike twice? No. But my gosh, an overtime game comes down to the wire. A young man by the name of Taco Dowler. We know his name now for sure. Montana State surviving in overtime, 35-34, and a classic there to win the FCS National Championship. Let's not forget about Indiana's amazing run this year, winning that National Championship over Miami. What a great year it was for those guys. Indiana winning their first one ever, and we may just see a young man with the last name Mendoza on a Raider jersey. Just saying. So we'll see. And great year for Indiana. Of course, awesome job to all the seniors coming out and juniors and everybody who's going to the draft, of course, in the East-West Shrine Bowl and in the Senior Bowl. And then, of course, Teran, tonight we close it out with the Seahawks again defeating the New England Patriots 29-13 for their second Super Bowl championship in franchise history, and their first since 2014. Teran, it's been a great year, man. Do you have any bit of recap for us or anything you want to throw out there before we're out of here tonight?
So you mentioned North Dakota and South Dakota State joining the Mountain West. So Sacramento State is actually making an aggressive push to try to join an FBS conference. Where that will be, I am not sure. Something else I do want to also make note of is who will the Seattle Seahawks play on opening night on Thursday? Because they'll be, since they're the Super Bowl champions, they get to host the first game of the NFL season. So, list of opponents are as follows. They'll either host the Arizona Cardinals, the Los Angeles Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, obviously the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Los Angeles Chargers, the New England Patriots, which I doubt just because they can't really host the two Super Bowl teams don't really play one another in week one, which I don't think that's happened. It might happen when the Panthers and the Broncos face one another, but I'm not sure. And then there's also the Chicago Bears. So I'm guessing we could already eliminate the Cardinals and the Giants, even though the Giants should be better. And who knows? Maybe that's McDonald came from the John Harbaugh tree, so maybe they might keep the Giants. We could already eliminate the Cardinals. Rams would be a possibility just because division foes, rematch of the NFC Championship. 49ers could also be a possibility because rematch of the divisional round and division rivals. You also got the Cowboys just because they're America's team and they're more often than not the first game of the season. You have to remember this year when they open up against the Eagles and when the Bucs wound up winning the Super Bowl, they wound up opening against them. You got the Chiefs just because Kansas City, obviously Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. The Chargers, I don't know about that just because what little storyline do the Chargers and Seahawks have? I mean, maybe Southern California ties, but and Justin Herbert's from Oregon, but then again, that's not even close. So maybe scrap the Chargers, but who knows? Maybe they want to put the whole Jim Harbaugh doesn't lose season openers to the test. And then obviously we could scrap the Patriots unless the NFL really wants to go that deep. And then maybe the Bears, just because USC quarterback versus USC quarterback, and the Bears possibly could have made the NFC Championship had they just beaten the Rams. But unfortunately, it was just not meant to be. So those are your possibilities that I think can happen. I mean, the ones I'm leaning toward are the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Rams, and the Niners.
Dude, that is fun stuff. And again, all fun things to look forward to. I love the USC versus USC quarterback deal. That is fun. New England don't win a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick. Oh, big word. This is where we love getting the way too soon predictions and just bold words here. Screw it. They even had Bill Parcells, and they did. They did. Okay. Hey, I'm just saying, the only Super Bowls that New England ever won were, in fact, with Bill Belichick at the helm.
This is true, yeah.
Interesting. Will Vrabel be able to be the second one to do it? Or will we see it for a while? We don't know. But that's a great one there. Marcus Lowe's great. Appreciate you, man. And again, because you guys are amazing. Again, thank you to everybody all year long, man. Darren, some great stuff there. I love the scenarios. I love again, this is why we do it. This is why I'm happy to always have you as my co-host, man. This has just been a great season and truly just a special year. I mean, tonight, look at us here again, man. Over 1,200 people are up with us right now. Depending on wherever you are in the country, we appreciate you all as we're getting ready to close out again. So amazing season to everybody, though. Again, to all and again, guys, if this is your first time ever seeing us, we do this a lot. All right, this is 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We are now 10 seasons in. IE Sports Radio is now entering its 12th year this year in May 2026. And we're getting ready to announce our next Hall of Fame class coming up. And those, at that time, May 15th, our anniversary. I love it. My wife and I, our marriage anniversary, and of course the iSports Radio anniversary. So always some great stuff there. Even our kitty, even our cat, her birthday is the very next day on May 16th. Special, man. My grandfather's birthday is the day before May 14th. Special times right around there, right? But yeah, man, we're always just looking for great football conversations. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen us before, man, we cover it all. High school, all around the country, Max Preps, top 25, top 100, top everything. Just looking into all those great schools. 3C2A, of course, the junior colleges of California, the NJCAA, both Division III and Division 1. Still don't know why this is not a Division 2, but whatever. But of course, we talk about all that, the junior colleges of the rest of the country, NCAA Division 3, NCAA Division 2, NAIA football, FCS football, FBS football. Of course, you got to love the All-Star games, the Navy All-American Bowl. You got to love it. We talk about that. The Polynesian Bowl every year. We get into that. We get into the Under Armour Next Bowl. Again, East-West Shrine Bowl, Senior Bowl. It's football, man, we're talking all about it. Into the Super Bowl. And again, tonight, that was it. So if you guys are interested and you want to check us out and be one of our insiders here at IE Sports Radio, yeah, there's no pay. It's a hobby. We're trying to get sponsors more and do all that good stuff. But if you want to grow along with us, head on over to iSportsRadio.com, fill out our insider application. Let us know, man. Let's see. Would you like to be our next insider for another one of our teams here? Cover somebody, doesn't have to be football. We have plenty of sports all around the horn, man. Tons of great football talk and other great sports such as Teran's show, Set Point. We got volleyball. We got auto sports with Apex to Asphalt. We got the Bullpen Bulletin with Mike Pat getting ready to start back up pretty soon here. Really excited for that one. Baseball, softball, all the goods, college, professional, minor leagues, all that fun stuff. We have Shinpad Shenanigans, our world soccer show with Jess, the Neutral Zone with Adam and Freddie B, of course, talking all things hockey. Fast break. They had a night off tonight, of course, Super Bowl. Next week they'll be back. Davidson Dentarius talking all things basketball all year long. I mean, we got a show for all the goods. Hey, pretty soon we're gonna have a freaking tennis, lacrosse. We'll have it all. All right, I'm just saying. So, but one show at a time. Our awesome fantasy football show, it kind of runs simultaneous with this one from August to December. End Zone Oracle with Glenn Ritter and Josh Ritter. Just great stuff, man. We always love to talk our football and here in all of our sports here at IE Sports Radio. So I don't know did I miss anybody there, Teran? In our all call of the shows.
I think you got it all.
Think we got them all there. So with that said, again, man, it's been an amazing year and just big ups and thank you to everybody. Again, over 1,200 people tuning in tonight, over 1,200 people tuning in earlier. We've had consistent over 1,000 people tuning in all year long, even in our mornings. We're here. So again, the next time you will see Teran and I, we're going to have a nice little break. We are going to jump on in to the Combine after this. So we'll be recapping the performances from the East-West Shrine Bowl and from the Senior Bowl. We talk about post-Combine coming on up on March 7th, so make sure to catch us there. And that is that, man. So it was good. Hey, look at Mikey Two Guys in the chat. Appreciate you, brother, for tuning in, man. Yeah, Pats had an unexpected run, but hey, it's all right. Doesn't mean they won't get there again. It's just they got to fix up that offensive line. So Teran, with that said, man, while we close it out, any last comments before we're out here tonight?
I think we pretty much covered it all. I mean, I talked about the possible Seahawks opponents for Week 1, but only time will tell. I still am riding with Cowboys, Chiefs, Rams, or Niners as the season opener.
I could see that. Man. It has been an amazing year, and I'll tell you, this is how we close it out, man. Congratulations again to all the champions all across the different divisions and everything. It's been fun. UFL's coming up next again, guys. Like I said, we will be back. We'll talk a little UFL this year. But congratulations again to all those champions. These questions for next year in high school football. Will Modern Day be coming back strong? As we know, they always reload. St. John Bosco. Will we see Duncanville back up there near the top in North Shore from Texas? How about them Florida schools like St. Thomas Aquinas? Will Buford be in the conversation to actually repeat as champions? Will Bishop Gorman be back? I mean, again,
will IMG Academy and St. Francis actually face one another?
Because they didn't this year, right? Well, that happened. I'm just saying, all kinds of crazy stuff there, man. I love it, right? In division, I mean, all of that. Will Golden West actually make something happen this year? Will they repeat? Could they get back to that game? Will San Mateo to keep on dominating? Will Riverside get back to the dominance that they once were? Will Mount Sac finally get the monkey off their back after so many years and get another one? Will DuPage in NCAA Division, NJCAA Division 3, will they 5-peat? Will Iowa Western and Hutchinson continue to rage on, going head-to-head? Will that be our championship again next year in NJCAA? In the NAIA, will we continue to see Grandview and Kaiser go head-to-head? Will somebody new emerge? I mean, just so many questions, right? North Central, they lost this year. They've lost some in the past, but will they be back again? This will be their 7th year straight, I think. Will the mighty Wisconsin River Falls be back this year? Will we see Mount Union jump back up there? Will Ferris State repeat this year as champions? Or again, will anybody challenge these guys? North Dakota State is making the jump. Will South Dakota State follow them from FCS to the FBS? Who will win it this year? Is Montana State and Montana? Is the Brawl of the Wild going to be the new championship in the FCS back-to-back? Will Indiana, how will they look next year? Will our USC Trojans be worth a crap? Will Ohio State, Notre Dame, will they be back? Who will win the Super Bowl next year, Teran? All those questions coming on up. But we will see you guys March 7th. We love football, but this has been a great season, great year, and that is a wrap. For my boy Teran Rodriguez, from your boy Larry B, we will see you on March 7th, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, for our post-combine show right here on 3 and Out, iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.
Peace.